Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another video. Originally I was playing Rakdos, now I'm playing a Glint Daemogoth Titanburn, and you'll see why because the different colors that I'm using that are in the main deck as well as side. And this will actually make a difference because I need to have as many options as I can, and in order to find my win condition, which I feel like these cards are needed. And obviously I'm not going to repeat the cards that I explained in the last video, in the Rakdos video. But I'm just going to mention the new ones and just still call out the cards that I'm still playing as well. But starting off, we're playing Four Chainer. This one I have to explain because for those who aren't aware, um, you can discard a card, and then if you do, you may cast a creature spell from your graveyard this turn. Activate only once each turn. And whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, if it didn't cast from your hand, it gains haste until your next end phase. So absolutely an incredible card with the strategy that I'm playing here. It definitely helps get to my Daemogoth time just in case he leaves the field and be able to continue with the Souls Fire combo. It gives it haste, so if need be, and my opponent has at least 11 or 10 life, and I just game them from there. I have no defense, but it just makes it so that you always have an opportunity to see your Daemogoth ton as quickly as possible, as well as other creatures that have other abilities, whether it be like, again, Death Touch, because it already gives a haste, but Death Touch, Lifelink, Flying, whatever, Reach, whatever it may be, Menace. But he's there overall, just a great card. You can play in almost pretty much essentially any modern deck that uses Fire or Red, like Fire, Red, Black, Swamp. You can name those cards. So, but overall, even though it's a legendary, the reason why I maxed out on 4 because like it will make a difference for this deck, and it'll make it viable. It will give it the chance to actually open up more plays and help you retaliate. Not much to say for where I'm maxed on David McAlpine since he's the core part of the deck, and that's the strategy, as you can tell by his power and toughness. For Gifted Aetherborn, not to need to explain too much, has Death Touch and Lifelink. In case because I'm worried, I get really concerned with the amount of life I have, so I really need to regain that life just to put me in a comfortable position. So for Kindling Phoenix again has synergy with Daemogoth Titan. So because of course Daemogoth Titan, you're forced to tribute something. So when Rekindling Phoenix dies, create a red elemental creature token, and then at the beginning of your upkeep, you can sacrifice that creature, return Rekindling Phoenix from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste. Vexing Devil, because again opens up ways to pretty much get to your win conditions early as possible, as quickly as possible as you can. Some people may think it might not make sense to play in the deck, but again, I feel like he has his place in this deck. So obviously our instance cards, we got the 4 Lightning Bolt, 4 Souls Fire, as you're aware, because it works well with Daemogoth. The lands that we're playing, Blackleaf Cliffs, 4 copies, 3 Blood Crypt, 4 Bloodstained Mire, 2 Mountain, 1 Overgrown Tunnel, which a card I didn't really mention yet. But since we're playing some green cards, which I'm going to explain to you after, this is important because you want to be able to fetch it with one of your fetch lands, which I do have, which happen to be like red and black. So because we all have some other force, we're playing like 2 greens that are lands. So essentially, it helps us perform uh, other like plays to help us reach to our win condition. It helps us get to our combo. Necessary card, not much to be explained. So 4 Polluted Delta, 2 Scalding Tarn. Essentially, we already called out the 10 fetch lands. 1 Stomping Ground, like I mentioned, has a green, so again will play an important part in this deck. 2 Swamp, so 1 Watery Grave. For our sorceries, the new card that I'm playing is Many Partings, which happens to be from the Lord of the Rings set, and actually it gives this deck a purpose, helps the deck synergize, helps you color fix, helps you be able to get your basic lands. Some people may think it's not a big deal, but in this deck you have to because you're playing a lot of 4s. So and it only costs like 1 green to play, And on top of that, it creates a food token. And the reason why I'm playing this card, originally I was playing Flink, but Many Partings does it better. So I was also playing, I think it was like the Invocation or Vacantia Invocation. It would have been nice because it had like a unique way, interesting way to synergize with the Titan. But Partings makes it so that it increases the odds of you getting 4 lands so that you can be able to get access to those heavy cost cards, as you can tell that I'm playing. Because if you're stuck with just 3 lands, then you're not really doing anything, and it won't be able to help you figure out your plays. So you have to max on this. As you can tell why I'm playing 2 mountain, 2 swamp, because it's to ensure they have 4 lands. So, but being able to get a food token, even though it doesn't really have much to do with food, but essentially just in case you might need that 3 life since you're fetching and playing shockland. So as well as since we're playing 4 Thoughtseize, as you could tell, because the target player reveals their hand, you choose an online from it, then the player discards a card, and you lose 2 life. I'm just going to explain the new card that I'm playing, Scarab God. I had this before, my other builds, but I was just playing Grixis. This card actually will do wonders for this deck, will really help. So it's mainly there because not only does it help us summon a zombie token, it gains that creature's abilities that you exile. On top of that, it has this crazy synergy with Chainer because you can actually summon multiple monsters if you banish the Chainer, because it's like not only do you create a 4/4 black zombie, it also becomes a copy of Chainer, which is really interesting because not only is a 4/4, now your zombie has the opportunity to actually discard something in order to summon a creature from your grave, which is just crazy good. And it gives it haste. Like, absolutely nothing, you can't go wrong with that strategy. You can't go wrong with that idea. And anytime he dies, like, you return to the owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. So in order to summon this guy, it requires 3 colors mana, 1 blue, 1 black. And not much to explain. I already explained up my previous deck profile videos. We're playing 3 Tectonic Edge, 3 Soul God Lantern, 3 Shadow Storm, 3 Engineered Explosives, 1 Damnation, and 1 Crux of Fate. Again, this video is a lot shorter than the previous deck profile because I already explained it before as to why I made these card choices, but you guys can grasp and understand what I'm playing here. So, because I don't want to repeat myself because it just makes me sound ignorant and like confused, and at the same time like just some nonchalant, like just some nonchalant words that I'm just using, so like that I can't comprehend. So I wanted to be able to give you an update as to how I managed to adjust this deck and some things that I haven't mentioned yet. So overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to check for more upcoming content later in the future. Be sure to check your notifications, comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.